the vlog right now.
Hey good people, this is Chef from Politics and Fashion here today with a New York vlog. Now you may know that I slid up to New York real quick for an overnight trip for New York Fashion Week for a Kensington Gray event. And this time I am doing the exact same thing, girl, a quick overnight trip. If you are new here, welcome. You may not know that I live in the DC metro area, and so the Acela train from here to New York is about 3.5 hours. Regular train is about 4 hours, but it's a really easy trip, especially because I love taking the train. Put me on a train any day before a plane. Put me on a train any day before a car road trip. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Put me on a train, baby. I just love the fact that I can lounge. I can go get me a snack, got a little bit of Wi-Fi, get some work done, read a book, listen to a podcast. It is my favorite way to travel. And so in many ways, I'm looking forward to this trip just so I can kind of decompress, release some of the overstimulation, and focus for a couple hours because I do have work that needs to get done while I am taking the train up. And so I think I'm staying in Soho. These are details that it's in my email. You'll see the hotel. I'm sure it's going to be very cute. I actually don't think it's Soho because I tried to find a hotel that's kind of in the middle of what I'll be doing, just to give you a quick preview. And I didn't tell you the name of the event. It's called the Black Beauty Club. And so tonight is a creator dinner. My girl Chi is going to be there. I'm sure other people who I know. And then tomorrow is a series of panel discussions. And they said JT was going to be there. You know anything about me, I'm from Florida, okay? So I'm a big JT fan, a big City Girls fan in general, but JT, that is my little sis in my mind, okay? She's my little sister. And I really hope I have a chance to meet her, although tomorrow I do have to slide back up to DC kind of early, so we'll see. But I'm looking forward to both. The events are sponsored by NARS, the makeup brand, and Shop My, which is an affiliate linking platform. So I don't have much time. I'm going to throw all of my things in a suitcase, but really quick, travel OOTD. I am wearing the gold hoops, the earring stack that I got from like TJ Maxx recently. I do have some earrings coming from Etsy that I'm very excited about. Just gold, simple studs. I'm in my stud era, and I also want some uniformity to all these piercings. But right now, these hoops that kind of are in different sizes, they kind of go from large to small, will work. I will link something similar down below. My sweatshirt I'm very excited about. It says Sisterhood is Sacred. It's an acronym, actually, SIS. My good friend Alex L. is selling these. I will link them down below. She's raising money. So all the proceeds go to one of her friends who is leaving a toxic and abusive marriage with 2 children. So please support if you can. I love the message behind this. And I also really like the sweatshirt. I bought 3. I already knew Alex, everything she does is so kind of bespoke and intentional and special. And I already knew that I was going to love it when I saw this design. But when it came in the mail, I was even more in love because it's really good quality. And I got one for me, for my mom, and my mom's best friend. And I am wearing a size large in case you were wondering. Never go anywhere without a belt on, baby. The by far gold and black belt. And I am wearing, let me just give a shout out to these Heat Tech, the leggings, and the long sleeve shirt from Uniqlo. It's going to be 27 degrees. That's the high tomorrow in New York. So we're going to be layered up, okay? And then let me show you also my jeans. These are old, y'all. They are from Bloomingdale's. The brand is called Aqua. I believe that is Bloomingdale's brand. And I like the boot cut on the bottom because I am going to wear. These are the easiest boots to travel in, and also they keep you warm. The leather knee boots by Banana Republic. I think they went on sale. I'll link them down below. I wore these the last time I think I was in New York. Okay, friends, I actually changed my shoes because I decided I wanted to put on this H&M reversible vest, which I'll show you in a minute. But these are the H&M Western boots, the booties. They are, I think, sold out, but I will link something similar. Okay, my friends, and here is the vest. I got this at the beginning of the season or maybe the end of fall, and I love it because this side is like an olive green, and this side, as you can see, is a faux fur, kind of a shearling. Also, of course, took off the black belt just so the colors could kind of be a little bit more seamless. Layered my necklaces, herringbone chain, very thin, the Alma Sika pendant there, and another black owned brand called Gypsy by Nature, or Nature the label. I'm sorry, I always forget the new name. Their Divine Feminine necklace, which you all know about already. And then, y'all, for Valentine's Day, they got me my Santal 33. When we first met, this was the only fragrance I wore. I mixed it with Jo Malone's Scarlet and Poppy. And she says to me all the time that I never smell like that anymore. Like, I bagged her and then I switched it up. And it wasn't intentional. I just ran out. And so she got it for me again. If you know anything about Le Labo, they mix their fragrances on site. It has a little card that comes with it that tells you about the brand. Also, the date, the location, and who mixed it for you. And you can personalize the fragrances. And so everyone has a unique label, and mine says from day 1 until beyond 2/14/25 on it. If you don't know, for Santal 33, the primary ingredient is sandalwood. If you're someone who likes like a woodsy, oaky, gender neutral fragrance, this is it. I mean, it just reminds me of New York. I can't think of one fragrance that speaks more to the city. Maybe because I first smelled it in New York, I don't know. So like it was one of those core memories. It was my first time speaking. I spoke at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice. I was on a panel. I was like, oh my God. I was a baby, like policy associate. And so I have such fond memories of this fragrance. And now it's connected to me in my bay. So... And then let's mix it with what she loves, which is the Jo Malone Poppy and Barley. All of these will be linked down below, by the way. The Jo Malone Poppy and Barley is sweet. So this is going to give it kind of like a more feminine fragrance almost. It kind of dampens, I think, that masculinity or that woodsy note that can come from the Santal 33. But I think for the trip... for tonight and for tomorrow, I'm probably going to bring a different fragrance. I am going to bring, because I haven't smelled this as much, the Jo Malone, the Jasmine Sandbach and Marigold. I'll put the notes on the screen. This is going with me for sure. Really quickly, you're going to see me wear tomorrow this new Ganni trench. It has 2 belt buckles around the waist. She's a baddie with a hood. Now, I told you it's going to be 27 degrees, so shooting this is going to be fun. But I didn't have a choice. I saw this on someone's IG, and I said, gotcha. Gotcha. I also, however, did link over on my LTK cool trench coats under $250. I'm not a traditional trench type of girly, but I did make sure that I gave you all some great alternatives to this one. Make sure you're following me on LTK. And then for tonight's dinner, it's all black. It's who is that and all that black. If you're from Tallahassee around the 99-2000, you remember when T-Pain was known as Tallahassee Pain. And he was in a group called the Nappy Heads. Anyway, it's enough nostalgia for today. It is going to be the Norma Kamali shirt that I wore during Fashion Week. We're going to bring that thing and tie it around to the front because we wear our clothes. I got a little black tennis skirt. I do need some hose in the omnipresent Frankie Shop blazer, which I just told y'all I was tired of wearing, but... see point number 2, which was that we wear our clothes. Okay, that's that. For the boots for tomorrow, I wanted to wear my burgundy ASOS boots, but girl, they're ASOS, and I think they're kind of falling apart. So we're going to pull out the Michael Kors suede baddies. And then for tonight, obviously, we're going to do the Louboutin. Is that how you say that? Why y'all didn't tell me this happens to these shoes? Have we had this discussion? Then nobody call and tell me this. Which I understand why. These are the sports, the sport Kates. Why the Zendayas or the Z's or whatever they call them, they have a traditional sole. So that doesn't happen. And I actually really, really, really wish that I knew that before I got these, because that is bothering me. It is. Now, are the heels incredibly comfortable? Everything that you've heard about a Sokate applies to a particular Sokate. I think like the 110 and above, traditional. These are 85 and they're the sports. Wore these all day during the KG event. I shot with them about an hour and a half before, and I wore them at the event for like 2.5 hours. And it wasn't until towards the end I was like, oh, my feet hurt. And mind you, I stood up the whole time and it hadn't even registered that I was wearing heels. Sat down, I was totally fine, had about another 30 minutes to an hour in me. But that is a good pair of shoes. No cap. I just hate that the sole already is like coming apart. And it's not even that it's not red. I don't care about that. It's that it's like cardboard underneath, which is insane to me. Do you see that? And I know, take them to the cobbler. I will. And I know a lot of people actually get like a rubber sole put on top before they wear them. Highly recommend that, y'all. Highly, highly recommend it. Tonight's bag is going to be the Brandon Blackwood, our little gold clutch. I also love, again, like I told you all, it has a crossbody strap in it. If you saw my hot take that was about black-owned brands that I love, this bag was featured for good reason. Look at that. It's so good. And then for comfort and ease, and also it's going to be part of my look tomorrow, we're going to bring the shoulder Birkin, the JPG, Burkeisha, as she is known on the streets. I should probably grab a hat and a scarf as well, but this is it for now. Let me put all of this stuff in my luggage, and I will see y'all on the train. Hey y'all, we made it to New York. It was a pretty easy Amtrak ride. I did something called Bid Up. Amtrak sends you an email, or they send you a message if you have the app, and they're like, hey girl, do you want to upgrade your ticket? Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. If I'm on a Acela, I never do it because technically that whole train is business class. But I decided to do it this time, and I don't really think it served a purpose. I mean, it just assigned me a seat. I was supposed to have more leg room, and I was supposed to get a drink. I'm still waiting on my drink. And the leg room seemed about the same. But it wasn't that much money for the upgrade, which is also why I never bid a lot when I do it. Now, I can say that I rode first class one time on the train. It was in the morning, and we got breakfast. So, I don't know. It just depends on how you want to travel. For me, on this type of trip, I won't be doing it again. But nevertheless, the trip was pretty easy. I got all of my work done, which is good. I have a lot of webinars and writing and policy conversations coming up soon. Speaking of which, depending on when this comes out, the applications for the Movement for Black Lives Creator Academy might be open. No, they will be open. I highly encourage you to apply, whether you are an organizer or you are a creator who is seeking to infuse more progressive and social justice principles into your content. This academy is for you. What I'm so excited about is outside of kind of the political education, the movement building techniques and concepts behind the scenes, we also are going to be teaching best practices around how to be a creator. So there will be a good amount of skill building and skill sharing, especially about how we're able to do this job with integrity and to find a way to earn a living and to have the financial resources that we need and not be at a loss when it comes down to having a voice. I am very committed to sharing that knowledge and teaching other people how to do so. So join. The link will be down in the description box for applications. Now, I am going to head out. The hotel is Evelyn. You probably saw the room tour before this clip. It is small, and believe it or not, this room was the medium size. This wasn't even the smallest size. I said I need the medium because I needed to sit here to be able to do my makeup. There's a window right behind you all. I can imagine the sardine can that is the smallest room. So is New York. The hotel itself is nice. However, they actually have a free wine hour on the mezzanine level, and they also have a grab and go breakfast in the morning, and I got a little breakfast voucher because I booked through hotels.com. So I think the accommodations are nice. It's just small, but that's New York. I am going to head out though because I do need some hose for tonight. I brought my new hose that I wore during Fashion Week, but I would like another pair, just probably a good pair of sheer tights, honestly. I would go somewhere like Dwayne Reed, but they seldom have ones that fit me because of my height. So I did that a couple months ago. I tried to go to like CBS and get 3 pair of tights and none of them fit. So won't be doing that again today because I don't have much time to spare. I got to kind of get in and get out. It is, I think like 3:30 maybe. And I need to be back here by 4:30. So I literally only have an hour. And it's because I don't want to be rushed doing my makeup and preparing to head out. I picked this hotel specifically, y'all. It is in Nomad, I think is how you pronounce it. But I picked this hotel specifically because it's literally right in the middle of where I need to be. One for dinner tonight and tomorrow for the event. And it was only about 10 minutes away from the train station. So if you're coming to New York and you need to be more central to kind of this part of town, not so much Soho because I'm northeast of Soho, this is actually a really cute location and it was affordable. So enough chit chat, let's get outside. I don't know what they got going on in here. It is the Museum of Sex, but I need to figure it out. I don't have a lot of time today, but I may have to come back here and have a special trip because this is up my alley, baby. Oh, I just wish you could see the windows alone. I'm afraid I might get demonetized. I can't even show y'all. But yeah, we need to come on, stop by this thing, child. It's a lot of things for playtime and enjoyment is what I'm saying. You catch my drift. So I am at the corner of 27th Street. The hotel is on 27th and 5th. There's actually, I think, a real on 5th. But I'm going to go down one more block to Broadway, and on Broadway is where all the stores are. So I am taking a taxi back just because I'm tired. All these layers and that bag have worn me out because Macy's on Broadway is huge. Native New Yorkers, I'm sure you know that, but it was my first time in there and I'm still shook. It took me what felt like 35 minutes just to get to the 7th floor and find the hosiery. At that point, I needed a snack. I needed some hydration. The air felt thin. I was just like, why am I still, girl, climbing the stairway to heaven trying to get these tights? And so Decided to hop in a cab on my way back to the hotel. But before I went to Macy's, though, y'all, I stopped by H&M, and H&M got the goods. These past few seasons, H&M has been killing it, and it made me think about what H&M has to offer that I think is like the best of what they have, and it is always their basics, their elevated basics, their basics with a twist, their unbasic basics, their crop trenches, their varsity jackets, their cardigans with the bold buttons, their large gold studs. Like, it's always something that is a basic and a wardrobe essential, but to me, it has a certain elevation and a twist to it, and that is what H&M does good. When you start adding the feathers and the appliques and the things, maybe not so much. It depends on whether or not you're shopping the edition line. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't been seeing a lot of edition pieces in the store. It seems like they've only now made that available online, but I could be wrong. But I will link some of my favorite pieces and probably put a collage up on LTK, so make sure you're following me there, of some H&M faves, especially for spring, because I was very, very, very impressed. Blazers, again, trenches, light jackets, cardigans, their denim. They had a pair of leopard jeans that I almost got, and I was like, you didn't come in here for this, girl. Stay focused. But they were super cute. Like, yeah, if you need some spring capsule wardrobe pieces, stop by H&M. I believe it was the great Lucille Clifton who once said, "Come celebrate with me, that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed." Once again, I told y'all before I left, I said I'd never have everything I need. Per usual, I don't have everything that I need. Number one, I forgot deodorant. And the fact that y'all have me out here like this is just, support me, Marlo. I don't know if we need to GoFundMe. I need help. I need some, and ain't nobody helping me. Y'all killing me with this. You know what I mean? Like, I need some help. I'm just hoping that I'm sitting beside Chi. Let me stop moving my arm because I don't want no sweat. I'm hoping I'm sitting beside Chi because I don't have no deodorant. Spent all the time on my makeup, did my best. I think it came out pretty good. I'm trying to stick to the Janae Naylor beat, only for me not to have no setting spray. And now it's like I got a dark skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Doing the best I can. It is 5:50. I gotta be at this people thing at 6 o'clock, child. I don't have time to stop and get no deodorant. Oh wait, hold on. I'll check it out because that would be too smart. And then I put on the tights that I just went all the way to the store for, and raise your hand if the tights, if a run came straight up the side of your tights today as you were putting them on. Because pro tip, when it says to you what size based upon your weight and your height you should get, when you got them yams, you have to go to the next category. And that is, I said, oh, I'm getting the right size based upon my weight, but this is not acknowledging my shape. It's white supremacy in the tight. Got it. So here we are. I got back on the tights that I wore during Fashion Week. Thank God I remembered to bring them. But the other ones were so sexy and luxe, y'all. They had a nice black sheen to them. We move. The light is a little dark out here, but let's go through this OOTD. Here is the total look. I did decide to change my earrings. I am wearing a pair of vintage silver and gold earrings. Those are mixed metal. You guys ask about these quite often, but they're vintage, sorry. I have seen something similar at Bobble Bar, and I'll make sure to link it. And the same outfit that I showed you all earlier. The skirt is by a brand called Shoo Shoo. It's kind of like a tennis skirt. It's a pleated skirt, not as narrow as a tennis skirt. So it looks a little bit more mature and sophisticated in my opinion. I got it from Essence. I've never heard of this brand before, but they have a lot of really fun short skirts as well as like skirts. And so if I can't find this one, I will link something similar that might be more affordable. This one was, I think, like $200 and it was on sale. The top, as I mentioned before, is the Pussy Bow top by Norma Kamali. You can tie it in a bow, but I just actually kind of like it relaxed like this. I think it makes it look a little sexier. And I'm wearing a bra by a brand called Understance. It's a lace bra. You could always wear a tank. You don't have to go with a lace bra, of course. Oversized blazer by Frankie Shop, and I think it hits at the perfect spot. I just really didn't want to replicate what felt like the same look from 2 weeks ago, but I feel like it's different. Different earrings, different accessories. But same shoes though. Those are the Kate's Sports, as I mentioned to you guys earlier. I did take the chain out of the Brandon Blackwood bag because I want to be able to have my hands free. I have both of my phones, and those will be in my coat pocket, and that is tonight's OOTD. I'm probably gonna have to shoot all my content with this outfit tomorrow because I'm running late.
Thank you. As are you. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. I look for this. Of course it is. Okay. You know, it's very yeah, it's like I don't want to be
I'm like 3 years old. Like,
okay, tell us what it's giving. What are the notes?
You know, a black pastry chef made that.
definitely blueberry. That's all I got.
Good morning. It is an incredibly dreary day in New York. I think it is supposed to snow. If it isn't, it should, because it is bone chilling cold outside. I'm happy actually that I have another set of thermals as well as the trench I'm gonna wear underneath my coat. But I just came back from breakfast. I went to a place called Old Days or something like that. It was mid, nothing to write home about. But it was close, and when I got outside and I started walking, I was like, this is probably, I ain't gonna be able to go no further than this. The breakfast downstairs was cute though, but I had it in my mind I was gonna go, sit down, have a great breakfast, and I probably just should have had the breakfast at the hotel. So if you come here, they will give you a voucher depending on where you book, and yeah, it looked really good. It's still early. It's only about 9 a.m. now. I am gonna log into my emails and get some work done, but first let's catch up about last night. First of all, it was everything. From the moment I stepped through the door, actually before I even came in, I saw this beautiful black woman who was crossing the street, and I didn't know where I was going, and I said, let me follow her, because that's where I'm supposed to be. And sure enough, she led me to the promised land. Got inside, everyone was just smiling and having a great time. It was just so warm and inviting. I met Tomi and Mimi and the team, the ones who put the event together. Everyone was so accommodating. The restaurant's chef and the management were there. Like, do you need anything? I'm here to help you tonight. How can I be of service? I was like, this is so dope. And the food was delicious. At first, you know how you have food that looks kind of like experimental? And you're like, hold on now. Now, what's this gonna be? And then when you taste it, you're like, oh no. More, please. Every course just kept getting better and better. As a matter of fact, we were like talking at the end, like, this food was really good. A salmon was the dessert. Wait, hold on here. Hold on. And we also got some goodies that I will share with you in just a minute. One of the highlights for me, though, was having conversations just with other creators, with Black creators at that, Black women creators, and just talking about the industry as a whole, what opportunities look like, how we cultivate and curate an audience, how we connect with people, how we can support each other. And we had one of, I would say, y'all, the most dynamic conversations I've probably ever been blessed to have with this kind of creator hat on. And I'm just grateful. Like, I came back and I was like, damn, my friends, the whole squad smart. It's up for everybody. You know what I mean? Just in our season, and the shine and the grind shows for sure. And I'm so blessed to meet new people and to be broadening my network and my community in this way. Met June Ambrose last night, fangirled over her, had a whole moment. And so it was such a beautiful event, and I'm grateful for the invitation. And there is more to come because tonight is actually the panel discussions. And so Annie and Simi, many people are going to be in conversation talking about the state of Black beauty, as well as an interview, I think, by Simi of JT. And so because of that, I got a little bit more of an insight about the itinerary last night. So I'm going to go ahead and stay for another night, because if not, I'm probably going to miss a good part of the discussion. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I came here to be able to celebrate both events. And so now I'm going to leave at like 7 a.m. in the morning. So y'all are stuck with me for another full day. How about it? I don't have my photo shoot until later on, so right now, like I said, I'm just going to get a little bit of work done. But first, let's take a look at what was in the bags. So as I mentioned, last night's dinner was in collaboration with Shop My as well as NARS. And Shop My gave us this little beauty bag or a cosmetic case, which I love because I'm going to put this inside of Berkeisha. Just love having small things that are grab and go. And remember, I had told y'all last night how I was just feeling a little off because I forgot my makeup setting spray. Did I tell you that? I spent all the time on makeup and they have no setting spray. Only for that to be one of the first products that is inside of here. Light Reflecting Makeup Setting Mist by NARS. Never used it before. Let's give that. I'm like putting it to the microphone and not the camera. Girl, here you go right here. I never used this before, so I'm actually really excited to give it a try. There we go. Nice. I just wanted to see what the spray, the atomizer, was like. We have a bit of pressed powder. This is the Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. It's white, so I don't know if that would give flashback on dark skin, but I am somebody who's so oily. I like to keep something like this with me at all times. NARS Climax. It looks like, I like mascara that has a very thick brush like that. The Climax mascara. I'm going to give this a try today for sure. I may go ahead and just do my makeup now, honestly, and get it out the way. A hydrating primer. When I did my makeup with Janae, she taught me that the areas of our skin that have like fine lines, or like your laugh lines or under your eye, you might want to use a hydrating primer, especially if it's silicone based, to kind of plump those areas up. So when you put your makeup or your foundation on top and then you set it with your powder, it doesn't dig down into the creases. I hope that makes sense. Janae, I'm learning. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Because otherwise, I wouldn't use a hydrating primer. But when she said that, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. And so she uses multiple primers. Yeah, this is definitely like a thicker primer. She uses multiple primers depending on what part of her face they're on. So I will give this a try as well and let y'all know how that goes. I noticed last night I just used my one size primer. I didn't use the Yummy Skin, although I should have, that I got oily. I also didn't have any setting spray. And so I think between a hydrating primer and the setting spray today, we'll see how the makeup lasts. Last thing is a lip. The color is called High Gear. This don't feel like it's for me. It's kind of a coral. But who knows? Everything is possible with a little brown liner. I'm most excited though for the other products. And again, the fact that I now have a little case to put everything in as well. So many thanks to NARS and ShopMy for the goodies. Let's go ahead and get this day started though, y'all. Like I said, I am going to get some work done and I will check back in with you before my photo shoot. Really quick OOTD, y'all, because I have to get out of this room, but I think the outfit definitely came together. This trench, it is one for the archives for sure, and the fact that it has a hood is so good. So I'm going to probably play around with that today while I am filming. I took my time on my makeup, took quite a bit of time, but I think it came out really good. Janae has not dropped yet the video where she's teaching me how to do my makeup, so this is just a little bit of like muscle memory, but I need that video to really, really do that thing. But I think it still came together nicely. Still wearing the lashes that she recommended as well. Ganny jacket, as I told you all. Free People jeans. And I think like the, right? Like the volume of the jacket and the jeans works nicely together. I really wanted to wear my ripped jeans, but it's too cold. Now what I might do is tuck in my jeans to my boots, but I don't have time to play around with that. Jewelry, switch that over to silver. And these earrings you all asked about over on IG are by Zara. I got these in Aruba when I didn't have my luggage, so I don't know if they're gonna still be available, but I will try to find something similar. All right, let's get out of here and go shoot.
Let's do a little spin.
Got a little black owned pants on. Okay. Some shop koi always, baby.
She's a koi babe.
She's a koi babe.
Yes.
Love that.
Oh, well.
Oh, let's talk about your OOTD, sister.
I just wanted to be warm, so I got long johns underneath this, okay?
Me too.
Got my long johns, I got my suit, my little Gap and Harlem Fashion Bro, the little sweater that they made, and my Saint Laurent.
Yeah. Get it to the shoulders. Those Vaccarello shoulders. I love it.
It is an honor to have you all here tonight, gathered in celebration of Black beauty, culture, and the voices that shape our industry today and tomorrow. This conversation, this space is really not just an event, it is a movement, it's a declaration.
JT continues to move into herself. She represents a new era of beauty that pushes the outer limits of beauty standards. Let's welcome them both to the stage.
on the vloggy vlog right now? Am I really on the vlog right now? Y'all, I'm standing with the one, the only, the one of one, the number one.
The other girls are one of none.
One of none. No, guys, I really love her. Like, she is just the baddest. She's so bomb. Her energy always just gives every single time. The jokes, the looks, because the looks be looking all. She be giving looks all. So please, respect her because she is just that girl. And we just love her. And that's all I gotta say.
I appreciate y'all.
And if y'all ain't subscribed, y'all better subscribe right now. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not subscribing yet. If you reach this part of the video and you're not subscribed,
What
are you
doing?
really fam?
What period?
Because in the club, we all fam.